What's the latest?
Nate White just dropped with potential trade details. There's some mixed reaction on social.
Yeah, he just went on Top Text Daily to talk about it. I mean, I got it all queued up if you want to check it out.
All right, let's do it.
So basically what I'm hearing right now is that Athellah Akpin is considering offering MP in 3 first-round picks in exchange for Shep Owens. But, I mean, the organization is obviously, this internal debate about whether the price is actually too high, but this is what it's looking like to actually get the deal done.
Thank you. It's about time. Bring Shep home.
You're wrong, Perk. They'd be giving up a huge haul for a player they could have drafted just a few months ago. If I'm team president Phil Boyer, I don't see how I can sign off on this. Are those picks all unprotected?
Well, obviously it sounds a little ridiculous, right? But, I mean, from what I'm hearing, yes, you're correct. But Athellah Akpin was told to quote, blow them away in order to make this happen.
Well, he did.
I'm sorry, but that's way too much. Am I the only one who thinks this is ridiculous?
Unfortunately, yes. And I'll tell you another thing. If Phil Boyer had let his GM do his job and draft the guy that he wanted in the draft in the first place, he wouldn't even be in this mess. Mistakes were made. Now clean them up.
How did they make a mistake? MP looks every bit the prospect Shep does right now. I don't see how you can justify this deal without admitting that your organization is actually just in complete disarray. This is a mess, all right, but it has nothing to do with MP.
Okay, I'm confused. Because what is this part about Phil overruling Athellah?
Well, apparently Shep was Othella's guy before.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Because it always seems so personal to him. Like well beyond some sort of clash with Freddie.
Well, it's both. Look, I did some digging, and Phil hiring Freddie just kind of pushed him over the edge. Like, he wasn't your biggest fan, but once Freddie was hired, he was convinced that you were part of some plot to overthrow him.
Bro, this is insane, man.
Nah, it's kind of just Othello.
So what do we do now?
Do we have to do anything? I mean, that trade is literally crazy. Phil would never sign off on that. I mean, would he?
I don't know.
Seriously?
Look, it's hard to get a read, man. I mean, Boyer keeps his cards close to the vest.
So now it's hard for you to get a read.
Look, I know that this is stressful, MP, but we've got a plan. All right, this isn't unexpected.
All right, then what is it?
Athellah has been using Nate to leak his agenda to the press.
Right.
So it's time we do the same thing.
And you've already done all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
I mean, all the fans are on your side. Mm-hmm. The narrative of Athellah having outdated methods has already been established. I mean,
right.
All we really have to do is tell your side of the story in full. It's time to chop his head off.
Wow, you just can't help yourself with
Well, how am I the only one that's excited? Our plan is working beautifully. I mean, we have Athellah right where we want him.
Okay, I will set up a conference call with Nate. This is our ace in the hole. We'll tell him everything that's been going on behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Nate will publish those facts. National will pick up on that story, and we'll be golden.
And we use Nate because he's been the most critical of me up until this point.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're at Tribal Council, and Athellah is about to be voted off the island.
No. I'll let you know when the conference call is set up. Can you pay attention to your phone, please?
I'm looking forward to it.
As you can tell, Danny, we've been asking CT Hazy some questions to try to distract him. It doesn't look like it's working because he has increased the lead.
If you guys could, I sent over 35 more questions. Just keep moving down that list.
CT, can you read us Shakespeare and play 2K at the same time? 2 beats or not 2 beats, Danny?
That is the question.
Still a long way to go. You can get back in this. It's a game of runs.
100%.
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with 2 conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Donovan Mitchell, sharp out there with the coral. Then there's Garland, and it's Allen in at the center position. Hayes, no good. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
On the clock, here's Sharp. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense, and he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in the season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Thank you, David. Could be a tall task. Trying to prevent Greg those shooters from getting hot.
It's going to take attention to detail on the defensive end. Contest everything.
What we're seeing now is defenders who now understand I can contest the shooting hand and still stay out of the shooter's landing area, which we know now is a foul.
Back to Hayes. That three off the mark.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, the physical gifts of Isaac Okoro are evident. Now it's about what are my best skills and what can help me become a real rotation player in the NBA.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Now, here's Sharp. Marvin Bagley missing his last shot. Allen, that's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Pistons have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Bagley. They get it back. Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman. Roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Feeds it to Allen. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Bogdanovich left side. And finished off by Bagley.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Inside. The jump hook, and Allen puts it in. Allen's got his third bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Pistons trail by 9. To the inside. Here's Bagley. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Ivy passes to Hayes. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and it creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Marvin Bagley. And Diallo subbed in for Bogdanovich. Here's Hayes after the made shot from Sharp. Pass to Ivy. Driving inside. No good, unable to end this run.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And the dunk by Stewart.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Hayes. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Stewart.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now Diallo. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Okoro. That one off the back iron and out.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Mitchell passes to Sharp. To the paint. Here's Allen. With the second effort. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And finally they hit one. Allen's got 10 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Ivy. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Diallo. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
It's good. He has 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Hayes kicks to Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Sharp, the pass to Allen. Kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Sharp. And yes, it's good. Sharp's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Ivy. His last outing, 16 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And you can see that quick twitch athleticism. Ivy is likely to spend a lot.
For the Pistons, James Wiseman, he's checked in for Duren. Bagley comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Bogdanovich is checked in for Diallo. And Hayes subbed in for Ivy. So on the floor for Cleveland, Allen is out there with Sharp. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. Here's Allen. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to Burks. Here's Wiseman. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Out to the right wing. Here's Hayes. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Hayes has got his 2nd basket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a 2nd look.
I love the aggression, but they'll need more of that to try and climb back into this one.
Allen passes to Sharp. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Hayes, bounce pass. Bogdanovich finds Hayes. And here's Burks. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The shot comes out, so Cleveland will take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That sends Isaac Okoro to the free throw line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's good from Okoro. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin. And that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction. Once Jared Allen gets rolling, this guy will keep the pressure on. He wants to be great.
Back to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Burks looking around to the middle. Ooh, the double clutch. And he sinks the layup. Hayes has got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Down low. And that one's good, Mitchell.
Boy, high percentage shot there by Donovan Mitchell. Gets close enough to the rim, uses the touch he has. That's pretty.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Growing up around New York City, Doris, Donovan Mitchell was around pro sports as a kid.
He sure was, Kevin. His dad obviously worked in baseball. Donovan spent a ton of time in big league locker rooms. And how about this? During the 2010 famed decision from LeBron, Mitchell was actually in the crowd listening to it.
1:56 left here in the second. Hayes finds Bogdanovic. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets. Reversed it home. That was ready.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Allen. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. 1:21 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Wiseman. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always as a player.
For the Pistons, Duren, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Diallo comes in for Bogdanovic. And Ivy subbed in for Alec Burks. Now here's Hayes. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
To the inside. Cuts off the pass. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jared Allen.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense.
Jared Allen has been on display for the Cavaliers. His stat line has been terrific.
Your Pistons, 38. The Cavaliers, 56. Fans, your Pistons dance team. Fans, your Pistons dance
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jared Allen in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
You've got Hayes. Bagley is out there with James Wiseman. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Ivy in at the 2 spot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Hayes. The rebound by Sharp.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Here's Bagley. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, the mid-range game is a comfort spot for Donovan Mitchell. Sometimes it's the thing that gets him going offensively.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Ivy. Wiseman kicks to Hayes. Pistons keep it alive.
After an ugly 0-for-4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
The Cavaliers leading by 22. Sharp, the pass to Okoro. Cleveland moving it around. There's the pass to Sharp. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Ivy. Back to Hayes. He feeds it to Bagley. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Cavaliers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
There's a physicality and a frame that Donovan Mitchell possesses that allows him to get himself to the free throw line.
At the line for the Cavaliers.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Burks, he's checked in for Detroit. And Mitchell drops them both. The Pistons have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Poked loose, stolen by Mitchell, and Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Mitchell understanding that length and athleticism serves him well on the defensive end. Nicely done.
And the Pistons with possession here. Passes it to Burks. Bagley with the ball. Pass to Ivy. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. To the middle. Here's Bagley. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bagley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
Well, that's just tremendous length. Exceptional hands, Jared Allen. Nice and easy.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Bagley. And another shot. The pass to Ivy. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. For Cleveland, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And he comes up with the deuce. Bagley's got 14 points for the game.
Just skilled at attacking on the drive. He's got the size and mobility. Bagley just really tough to contain.
Allen, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here he goes. Burks kicks to Bagley. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. Offline with his three. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Inside. And then Allen slams it in.
Well, Coro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
Pass to Burks. And here's Ivy. 5 points in the game. Wiseman finds Bogdanovich. So here's Burks. Ball's knocked loose. 5 to shoot over Mitchell. Burks can't get it to go. And here are the Cavaliers now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Ivy passes to Burks. Ivy kicks to Burks. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. From 12 feet out, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Burks for three. They grabbed their own miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Garland banked in off the glass. Garland's got his first basket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Bogdanovich up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Back to Allen. Cleveland moving it around. Garland, no good. Burks against Mitchell. Burks with it. Here's Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Bogdanovich staying confident down low, being physical with the defense, and gets rewarded with a trip to the foul line.
For Detroit, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
So, how you feeling, big guy? You nervous?
I wouldn't say nervous, but, I don't do stuff like this normally, so I am kind of.
Okay, well, we're doing this on speakerphone, so if you need any help, we'll be jotting down some answers on our phones so we can show you.
More like suggestions. It's most important for you to handle this in a way that feels comfortable for you.
Mila, I really appreciate your support,
Yeah.
I know, battling it out in the press isn't how you want to go about it.
As soon as you made a decision, I was on board. I trust you.
Hey, I really hate to
And
interrupt
I'm here
this
for you
tender, touching
always.
moment, but Nate is waiting on line 1 right now.
How long has he been on hold?
20 minutes? What? But I just wanted to make him squirm a little bit.
Look, we're giving him a huge scoop. He can wait all day long if he has.
You guys are so devious. You know that?
It comes with the package. But look, focus up, man. You ready to do this?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Hey, Nate, I'm here with MP.
Great. For a minute, I thought you forgot about me, but MP, how you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I'm looking forward to setting the record straight.
Anonymously.
Yes, of course. And as far as readers are concerned, this is coming from a source familiar with the organization's thinking. Is that what we're talking about?
Perfect.
Okay, good. Okay, let's see. MP, so why don't you start with telling me about Othello's relationship with Freddie Novak?
Okay, so I haven't really seen them interact with each other much, but from what I understand, Othello is convinced that Freddie is angling for his job.
Wait. So it's not just about the PR initiatives?
Nah, I mean, I'm told it goes way beyond that, Again, you'd have to double check all this, but apparently Othello is paranoid about Freddie's relationship with Phil Boyer. And ever since Freddie was hired to help smooth things over between me and the fans, Othello has been telling people that he thinks he's on his way out.
This is good stuff. I mean, is there any truth to it, though?
Not as far as I know, but Freddie probably wouldn't mention it to me. But I don't get the sense that he's trying to do something like that. He's a real down-to-earth guy. He knows where his strengths lie and tries to empower those around him. He's just not that kind of person that would try to get a GM fired. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. So has the paranoia showed up in other aspects of Othello's work that you're aware of?
I mean, the biggest example is the trade proposal. He thinks that if he trades me, that means that Freddie has failed. And if Freddie has failed, then Freddie gets fired. And if Freddie gets fired, then Othello's safe.
Whoa. So he's GMing now to save his job, not to help the team?
Exactly.
This is some pretty explosive stuff, man. But while we're at it, is there anything else I should know about?
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, Othello Ogpim is a good man who just lost his way. He's worried about his job security. That's why he's making decisions that will cripple the franchise for years to come. He wants to give away 3 first-round picks in addition to me for Shep Owens. I mean, why would you do that when I'm at least the same level prospect as Shep? I'll tell you why, because he's paranoid and bitter. And it all started when Phil Boyer overruled him on draft night.
So he was in favor of Shep all along?
Correct. Yep. But then I started finding success on the court. Freddie's plan started working off the court as well, and Othello just went off the deep end. And now we're here. He's fighting for everything the organization is trying to do to improve because he feels threatened. And when a guy like Othello feels like his back is against the wall, he lashes out, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. It's unfortunate, but I got nothing against the guy personally. I'm just say that. But he's just not in his right mind at all. And he's got to go before he throws the next 10 years down the drain just to satisfy his own ego.
I think that's going to have to do it for today, Nate. You good?
I'm more than good. This is what us reporters live for. But I've got to verify all this, of course. Of course. And, I mean, this is a tremendous scoop. And if I have any questions, I'll reach out. But otherwise, you gentlemen have a great day.
Thank you, Nate. Pleasure working with you.
So how'd I do?
How'd you do?
Yeah.
You crushed that.
Don't lie to me, bro. I was so nervous, man.
That was great.
Mila, Ash, give me something.
Not bad at all.
I have no complaints.
See? Now, we wait. Now, I expect the report to be out in a few days, so until then, you just do what you do.
Ball out.
Ball out. That's right.
Oh, 2K TV fans, grab your cowbells. It's Top Play of the Year time. This is Scott Moak, public address announcer for your Sacramento Kings. We're piling up 1 million VC and leaving it to your wisdom. There can only be one. Here are your 2 finalists for Top Play of the Year. From our first 3 seasons, your favorite play was Pt.7.
These early season games are always interesting to watch for me. Players are finding their rhythm. Smitty, they're trying new things they worked on in the offseason.
It's all about staying the course, BA. Some offseason training won't pay off right away. You got to be patient and figure out what works and what doesn't.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Donovan Mitchell, Sharp out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Darius Garland, and it's Okoro in at the 3. Now here's Siakam, coming off a solid outing against Dallas. Allen against Pirtle. That one no good. Nice D from Allen. Pass to Garland. Back to Okoro. Here's Sharp in his last outing with 12 points. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Now here's Pirtle. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. 6 on the shot clock.
Cavaliers foul. Sharp. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Trent. 6 to shoot. Over Mitchell. Trent's shot is off. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now here's Barnes. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in the close game.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Siakam left side from 13. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
Can beat you from mid-range as well. Siakam adding more nuances to his game every year.
Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And he banks in the layup.
It's all about change of speed for Fred on his drives. That's how he makes it past defenders.
Pass to Allen. It's stolen by Trent.
Two minutes left in the first.
Here's Siakam. Outside Barnes. Clock at 6. Here's Pirtle. Siakam with it. The rebound by Allen. Mitchell with room to shoot. And another basket for Cleveland.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
And Toronto calls time here.
Be louder than every person in your section. Get a shirt. It's that simple.
And the Raptors with some changes. Here's Garland. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. On the court for the Cavaliers. Sharp out there with Isaac Okoro. Then it's Jared Allen. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. Now here's Allen. Pass to Okoro. Here's Sharp. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And here are the Raptors now, following the score by Cleveland. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hard to match up with Boucher inside, especially when he's trying to score.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Here's Trent. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Here's Okoro. 15 in his last outing. Pass to Sharp. Now here's Allen. They get the rebound. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Allen's got 8 points.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
And Anunoby finds Siakam. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Here's Garland. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Now here's Trent. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Sharp, guarded by Trent. Here's Mitchell. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Jakob Poeltl. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways. But giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
And Toronto calls time here.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Now here's Trent. 9 points in his last outing. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Trent. Shot clock at 5. To stop the run. Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Poeltl.
You can count on Poeltl to play with energy. And this time it pays off with the second chance points.
Here's Sharp. To the inside. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Poeltl. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. To the paint. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Interior defense is all over Poeltl. Real determination to get that one up.
And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going. He's impossible to slow down.
And an Obi for 3. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Allen on the wing, covered by Poeltl. Pass to Sharp. 1:09 left in the first half of this game. And Allen gets it to go. And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, B.A. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to score if his shot isn't there.
Siakam, no good.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Mitchell. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
Trent outside. Pass to Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Sharp grabs the miss. The Cavaliers have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Okoro, no good. Toronto has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Inside. The kick out to Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Allen defending. Fader on the way. And that one's long. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in a good situation, up by 30.
The Cavaliers, 39. Ladies and gentlemen, your record, youth dancing. Ladies and gentlemen.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Jared Allen has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. And it's Poeltl in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
Solid from the line. Trent Jr. an all-around score.
And the second free throw is good. Well, the Cavaliers' shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Here's Allen. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Allen's got 14 points.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Back to Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. And the layup is good off the glass.
Look at the effort from Pascal Siakam on the offensive glass. Keeping that play alive and finishing it.
Basket counts. He's got 16.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, and that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Back to Siakam. Over Sharp. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Garland for 3. On target from range. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Man, that one's good. Sharp.
4 points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Toronto calls timeout.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And the Raptors with some changes. Achua's checked in for Pirtle. Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Anunoby in for Trent. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Neto's checked in. Boucher finds Barnes. Will it go? No good that time. Great D that time from Allen.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Okoro. He's guarded by Barnes. Who poked away. Outside Anunoby. Achua. That one is off. And it's Cleveland the other way. Left side Garland. Here's Sharp. Achua with some nice D. A difficult situation for Toronto. Here's Barnes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent.
In for Toronto, Pascal Siakam comes in for Fred Van Vliet. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. And Allen gets it to go on the assist by Okoro. Okoro's got 3 assists now in this one. You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
BA, let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes.
So for Cleveland right now, they've got Darius Garland, Jared Allen out there with Sharp. Then there's Okoro, and it's Mitchell in at the 2. And here's Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Mitchell, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
That jumper of Mitchell is superb. Has a great feel for when to take these mid-range shots.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And stolen by Boucher. Down low. Here's Siakam. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
His second personal foul.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Boucher. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Anunoby. To the middle. It's stolen by Pirtle. Van Vliet on the wing. And the Raptors miss again. Man, that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
B.A., he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Cavaliers.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And what a huge performance it was for Jared Allen.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Down low. Siakam missing again. Mitchell against Van Vliet. Pass to Okoro. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside for Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Puts up a 3. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
What do you think of the report that the team is considering packaging you and 3 unprotected first-round picks for Shep Owens?
Oh, man, I just wish that stuff would die down already, man. It's a distraction. Listen, we're trying to put together a special season, and all that noise? Come on, man, especially when something crazy as that? It's just unfortunate, man. It's so unfortunate. It takes away from all the hard work that we put in as a team when we have to discuss things like that. John, talk to me, man.
Hey, have you spoken with management about these rumors?
Not really. I mean, they know where my head's at, you know. I want to stay here. I want to deliver a championship to these fans in this city. So nothing has changed on that front, so there's not much to talk about, honestly. They're within their rights to do whatever they want. If they, think I'm going to make the team better. I may not agree with them, but they don't need my permission, so it is what it is.
I guess it is. Thanks, MP.
Yeah.